Okay, today we are going to disassemble this controller. As you see, it has a 3.5mm jack in it. Unlike all the videos on YouTube I found, none of them were of the newer controller. So, just like the other one, we had to take apart these things. Two side panels here because there's two screws on each side and there's one screw right there. There are many videos of people going in right here, there's another spot right there. I don't know why they do that. There's such an easier spot, in my opinion, is to go just right here. Very little effort. I used to go in up here. That was very hard on the hands trying to pull it back, because these bottom clips, these are stronger than these up here because of the angle that you pull. So you can use a screwdriver. It might scratch your controller, or it probably will scratch your controller. I use these little plastic prying bars here. 5 screws here, you gotta take those out. Once you get those out, you pull the top off. The bottom will come off a little harder because this part is actually sticking out a little bit. It's flush with the shell. So you gotta pull and lift up to get it to come out good. And we got this part. We're just gonna take apart these. There's screws exactly like the last one. 2 screws right there, 3 screws right here, then 3 screws on the underside when you take this top part off. But first we're going to take apart this. This is now one piece. Pull this back. Pull that back. Pry it up. I just went underneath there and just pulled up on it, and we just peel it back. Sync button. Very important sync button. And you see these little white rubber pieces in there. Those will come apart when you take this board off. Right now we're going to switch these wires to the other side so we can fully open them up, or pull them back. I already took these 2 screws out. I just have this one screw right here to take out, but there is, like I said before, 3 screws underneath this. This might come apart a little hard because of those rubber things in there, and they usually, these are just to take them off. So they look like, I don't know exactly what they do, but supposedly these are supposed to hit it hard enough it doesn't go back and break it. I don't know, but you know, the button's right there, but that's how you take apart the controller. This is the 3.5mm jack. They did not even solder it to the board. It literally sits, contacts are right there, and that's where it sits. So, if you were fully changing your shell, you would take apart these 2 screws up here and take off the 2 triggers and then put the new ones on. But while I did tape these, the Rainbow Pack, I taped those so they wouldn't fall out, and I put the wire on the bottom side so as long as it can be, so I can flip this up without having to desolder the 8 little wires. Then when you put this board back in, it's just like the other one. Make sure that little metal piece is down and not up. And put this back in there. We're going to put that 1 screw back in. Maybe put that 1 screw back in. Okay, we got that one back in. And we can put this sits as a spot. Oh, it's upside down actually. And make sure it sits right there. You know, you can, it sits right there. You can push it down, and then it's back on. Put these, that one move back by itself. Put this back to the other side here. Don't forget to put these rubber pieces back in. Should just push right in there. This one's not wanting to go back in. I'm going to turn it upside down. Makes sense, you know, that the flat part is against this flat part, and the little part that comes out is against the button. Pushes right in there, so that back in there. Don't forget to put the sync button back in. Okay. Now you see here, there are 2 tabs right here. Those 2 tabs need to go underneath this. They go underneath that. So you hold these things down if they're popping up. Put it down and make sure they go underneath. Push that back on. Push that back on. That one back on. And then you're good to go. Then when you get it back together, hold the triggers down. Put it back in there. This part, oh, I actually went back in good that time. Sometimes that right there can be annoying, just in the way. Now don't forget to put all the screws back in. I only put 1 screw back in for now, because I don't think you want to watch me put all the screws back in. Then put all these screws back in and your controller's good. Now if you're modded LED rapid fire, I don't know what you're going to do with it, but this just shows you how to take apart the controller. So it might save you a little bit of time, although it's a 7-minute video, but thanks for watching.